Welcome to Ron's RC Garage in Peoria, Arizona. It is Tuesday, November 8th. Beautiful day here in Phoenix. First of all, not to get political, but I urge everyone to please go vote. Whoever it's for, that's fine. I'm going to stay out of that, but urge you to please do it. Thank you. So one of our little T-Max trucks, Ginger and I took it out to a car show she went to a couple weeks ago, and they hadn't seen anything nitro before, so we had fun with that. You know, squirreling around the parking lot and stuff with it. That was a lot of fun. But there is a purpose for this video. There's been some inherent problems with this RC8T3 that I've experienced, and most of them other people have also. In previous videos, I've gone over the upper control arm issue, which we fixed with the Mugen upper arms. We've covered the fuel tank issue, which we took care of with a Mugen tank. And of course the camera link issue, which we also took care of with Mugen parts. Since we've done those three things, this truck has been virtually bulletproof. We've been experiencing one more problem, and I think it's probably not an AE problem. I think it's probably a Ron problem. I tend to, when I miss a jump, I overjump it. I'd rather overjump it than fall short, and consequently I have some really hard landings. Just flat bottom it big time. I try to prevent it, but it happens 2 or 3 times during a race, easy. My latest issue is bending these axles, primarily the front, and I don't mean a slight bend, I'm talking horseshoe. Bent so bad that they're rubbing the control arms and the springs. Haven't lost one yet, have not had a DNF from it, but they're ugly. So these 8 here I've taken out one by one, straightened them. They're within reason, so I'm using them for spare in the rear, and if I run out of axles, spare front one. Got 3 new ones left, AE. What happened about 3 weeks ago, there was a good friend of mine pitting across from me, and he runs the Mugen 7TR. And after his qualifier, he said, God darn, I broke an axle. I said, well, Gary, you got one? He says, no. I've run this truck forever. I've never bent one, never broke one. I don't have a spare. Nobody else had one out there. So I said, well, let me go get my stuff. So I went in the truck and got my spare parts out of the T3 box and brought them out. I said, try one of these, see if it'll fit. I said, looks good to me. So he went ahead and put it in. It fit fine, and he ran the main and did well. So at that point, let's see, the light came on. He's a fast guy, but we could crash, we all crash. And I said, okay, he's never bent one, never broke one. Mine fit his, let's look into this. So long story short, got on eBay and I found some Mugen axles off a 7TR. They're 1/2 millimeter shorter than the AE, which is absolute not an issue. I just bought 2 of them to make sure everything was going to be okay. I put them in front, ran them last week, and did the same thing. I hard landed, I cartwheeled. We did finish the race. We managed a 4th out of it, which I'm tickled to death with for me, old as I am. Finishing I'm happy with. And they're laser straight. I think we're on to something here. The part number on them is a E2227. The Mugen 7TR and the RC8T3 run the same axles front and rear. So everything fits everything. So probably going to get 2 more, and as soon as I bend one in the rear, that's what's going in. Other than that, this truck has been bulletproof. I've had 2 really fast guys drive this truck. One drives a Mugen and one drives a Techno. And they drove mine and said, that thing's every bit as good as mine, Ron. It's really a heck of a truck. So that just reinforces how I feel about it. Because I'm never going to be fast like those guys, but this thing is durable. I just can't see any more issues with it. And again, I think this axle issue is a Ron issue, not an AE issue. I've had no U-joint failures at all. I had some U-joint failures in the B3, but it was one of the first production ones. I think they've made some changes since then. And I ended up putting Mugen axles in. They had also, of course, haven't had failure since. So other than that, that's kind of where we're at. Truck obviously has been cleaned. Everything's been tightened. Everything's lubed. Engine's been serviced. Clutch has been serviced. I run clutch bearings 1 week, take them out, clean them, reverse them, run them another week. And they still feel good, but they're out of here for no more than they cost. I just think it's cheap insurance, and knock on wood, to date, have never had a failure. So, and again, for a little over $2 to save a clutch bell, spur gear, and possible fuel tank, I think it's a pretty safe gamble. That's kind of all we've got today. Again, I'm just kind of a countersink kind of guy. Please all go vote. Find the time and get it done. With that, thank you very much for watching. You all have a really good day. Stay safe. And I'm going to try, and I had a request, I'm going to try and do another video at the track and get with some other drivers and cars and take a look at some of their vehicles and see what we can get going on. I had several positive comments on that last short one I did at the track, and I don't do them often out there. A lot of the time it gets too hectic. I just can't find the time to do it. Again, thank you very much, and have a safe day and a great day. Bye-bye.